Well, hello everybody. Long time no see. I decided that it was time for me to do a little update on some of the things that I have completed since we last talked, which seems like 1,000 years ago. But I am now working from home, so I decided I can start maybe trying to get back into this. I'm not sure what kind of a schedule I'm going to be looking at. It's just going to be really when I can. I have a feeling that it'll be a whole lot more in the fall and the winter months than it will be in the summer and the spring, just because there's always so many things that we have to do. And my kids are grown, so I don't deal with the back to school stuff, but still summer's busy. It's when people expect you to get out and do things and all that kind of stuff. So you guys can see I'm in my cozy. I'm ready for fall right now. I'm so past ready for it. This summer has been brutally hot, humid, awful. I'm in Oklahoma and it's just ugh. I don't like summer. I mean, a lot of people frown on that because they think summer's the bee's knees, but not for me. It's hot. The only thing I can enjoy doing in the summer is just staying in the air conditioning because it's just too hot. I wanted to show you guys this. Oh, this is Friend. Y'all didn't get to meet Friend. Friend was an old street cat that I had been feeding for about a year, who kept coming to my house every day. He would come. It was so cute. I could open when he first started coming, I named him Friend, and he would come every morning when I'd put food out. And then I started calling him. If I'd walk out and he wasn't here yet, I'd say, Friend, 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 Friend. And he would start, I'd see him coming down the road, coming to get some food. And then I didn't see him again for like a month, and I was so worried. I thought, well, something's got a hold of him. And then on Christmas Day last year, I opened the door and Friend was there, and I told my family, I was like, it's a Christmas miracle, Friend is back. But he had a cold. He sounded horrible. His breathing was awful. I was like, goodness gracious. So I'd say within the next week or so, his breathing just got worse. He was just much more congested, wheezing, and I went out to feed him, and he had never done this before. I had just gotten to the point where he trusted me enough to let me touch him a little bit. But he was still, cautious. And I went out and I fed him, and I walked back in the house, and he jumped up and was standing right outside my window just looking at me, yowling, meow, meow, meow. And me and my daughter were like, oh my gosh, what in the world? And I thought, well, just don't look at him. He'll calm down and go. But he didn't. He was saying help, and I could not ignore him. So I brought him in. I took him to the vet, and I got him medicine. And he's a fixed male who's already fixed. So apparently he probably just got left behind when somebody moved, because people do things like that. I do not know why. But now he lives with me, and he adores me, and he's old. He's like probably 10 or 12 years old, and he has remodeled upper airway, so he makes a lot of snorty, funny sounds. And right now he's grooming one of my foster kittens. So he's a precious, precious creature, and he just loves to be on me and with me all the time. He never wants to leave me. So he's precious. Anyways, I'm sorry, that was a huge, if you're new to my channel, squirrel, that's me. Okay, so I'm gonna get back on track for reals. We're gonna try to make videos. We're gonna try to get some semblance of order going here. First thing we're gonna talk about is what I'm wearing right now, you guys. And as soon as I get ready to say it, the name of this pattern went right out of my head. let me look in my patterns. Where are my patterns? I'm under the gun. Should have done this before. The Lakewood Cowl. This is a crochet pattern that you can get on Ravelry. It's by Cararissa Browning from CarissaKnits.com. I love this little cowl. I have made, this is a bandana style cowl. It's all in a, I'm not gonna take this one off. But what I love about these is because it's hot, it's summer, but I'm inside because I'm not going out there, it's too hot. But in here, we've got to keep the air conditioner on all the time, so I'm always freezing to death. Look at me. And even if I do go out, as long as it's in the evening or early in the morning, I can still get away with this because it's not too much. It's just a little bitty pop of color, and that's what I love about these, is these can be made and you can wear these in the summer for a pop of color. And I've made a few of these. Like I say, these are a crochet, moss stitch, and it's all one piece. Here's another one that I've made. I'm gonna bring it up close, and you can see it's an easy construction, but it's effective. It's effective at being an amazingly beautiful pop of color. This one I made a little bit smaller, so it's even more summer friendly. This one I just made, and I made it quite a bit bigger than the other two that I'm gonna show you here. But because I figured I could go a little bit more with this one because we're moving into fall. But yeah, I love these for summer knits, or they're not knits, they're crochets. Little summer crochet project, quick, fast, and easy. You can make this in a matter of an hour or two, or not very long. Don't take no time at all to make these. And it is a nice way to zhuzh up an outfit and add a fun, bright pop of color, right? So that one I love. And this one I love. This one may be my favorite one. I love this one so much. I wear it all the time. It's got makeup all inside of it for me. Putting it over my head, but I just love it. Look at it. Look at it. Is that not glorious? Very cute. So, yeah. What is it? The Lakewood Cowl. Lakewood Cowl. So yeah, I've made a few of these. I will be making more of these. I probably won't make any more this year. I'll probably wait until we're getting towards, spring, when I start feeling like I want more things for the summer. But it's a great way to use up cute little bits of yarn. Now, I was knitting. I think everything else I have is knit. I was knitting. Oh, it was towards, I haven't made a video since last year, other than just a little video that I made a week or two ago telling you guys that I was going to try to start making videos again. I was knitting on this guy though. It's a Linus Shaw, and it was with some of the hand-dyed fingering weight yarn that Hobby Lobby sells. Their skeins that they have, their hanks that they sell. I love this colorway. It is, you guys can tell, look, this has been through it. My kitty cats sometimes snag stuff. I will tell you, of anything that I have ever had, that I've made, this got more use than any other project. And why? It's lightweight, as you can see. We can see the light coming through it, because it's fingering weight yarn. But when you put it on, and this looked so good under my big pale gray wool coat, and I wore it every day last year. It is squishy because it's mostly all garter stitch. Now the Linus Shawl, it's a free pattern on, kitty cats are fighting. is a free pattern on YouTube. You just Google knit Linus Shaw. The gentleman that created this did a great little video on it. I did every so often put little eyelet rows within mine. So that's not in the pattern, but it's easy to do. I just would do a yarn or a row of yarn overs ever so often. And one hank. I just knit until it ran out. So with this pattern, you start here on the tip and then you're just increasing. You can see I did 3 rows of yarn overs there. Then I just went to 1 row of yarn overs. I think I did 20 rows in between each of these little sections. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to count them right now, but I love it. I love this. It's my most worn item over the winter. So on that note, I went with heavier yarns, scrap, and I thought I'm just going to make me a fun little scrappy Linus, but this is DK weight yarn, so this is much hardier yarn, and I just used bits. And I apologize because you're going to see all my little ends where I have, now all this is woven in because the way that I knit when I add colors in is I pick up my new yarn, I knit with both of my yarns for like 9 to 13 stitches. I don't know why I like 9 and 13, but I do. And then I drop my old yarn and continue with my new. So these are all woven in, but I don't cut them until I've blocked my shawl. And then I just go and I trim them right at the fabric and they're gone and everything's woven in and it's all safe and secure. But yeah, this one is just all different all hand-dyed yarn that I purchased over the last couple of years. And I just I just did fade. The fade technique, you know, where you add in your new color, knit 2 rows, and then go back to your old, new, and just keep fading all the way in. And I love this guy. How many things can you have? So I didn't finish this one really in time to wear it last year. So I'll probably wear it this year. But I love it. I love these little Linus shawls. And what I think is really nice about them is because they can be super cozy, but when you make them in fingering weight, they can still be worn in instead of tying them and zhuzhing them, you could just kind of have it wrapped in maybe one tie or something. It'd be more lightweight. So it's still nice for a summer night. Didn't put any eyelets in this one. I just knit. I gotta tell you guys, there's a thing that I've noticed about me. I started knitting 15 years ago. I was thinking about that. 15 years ago I started knitting, and I've knit a little bit of everything. I've knit some cables, I've knit lace, I've knit socks, I've knit a few sweaters, I've knit kind of all the things. When I first started knitting, my favorite thing was stockinette. I thought, oh, I wanted everything to be stockinette. And I think that was because I was coming from a place of being a long-term crocheter. And so to get that stockinette fabric was just everything to me. And as I have gotten older, more long-term knitting person, there is nothing that I love to knit more and wear more on my body and my skin than garter stitch. I cannot tell you how much I love garter stitch. It's my favorite. It's my favorite thing to knit and feel. Like, stockinette's just floppy. I mean, it's beautiful, but knitting flat stockinette is not as enjoyable because I hate knitting endlessly long rows of purl stitches only. Stockinette in the round is fine, relaxing, but it just, I don't know, it's just, I love the squish of garter. especially against my face and around my neck. Garter is where it's at. I'm loving it, and it's boring knitting, and I'm loving boring knitting. Boring knitting is all I want to do. I want to sit down and I want to knit, and I don't want to have to think about a ton of intricate pattern. You know, I'm doing one shawl right now where every row, it's like I think it's an 8-row repeat. I mean, it's beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful shawl, and I'm going to finish it. But I don't really want to do an 8-row repeat where every single row is different. And as soon as I get into this next section of this shawl, it's going to be like 60 rows, and each row is written out because every one of them is different. And why do we do these things? I don't know. I don't think I'll be doing another project like that. I think that I'm going to be doing a whole lot more garter. Speaking of another fabulously gorgeous, oh look, does this look familiar? I really love this color. I will tell you what, to me, I'm so happy. I love this so much. This is citrine. And to me, citrine is the perfect midsummer through fall stone color. It's everything to me. I love it so much, and this just is like citrine to me. This looks like the same color. This, I'm sure many of you have seen these 100,000 times. It's a Sophie scarf, and you know, we're not going to get the greatest look here, but this also, like the Linus, which you can't see how wee this is, but I love it. These, I know either people are crazy about these Sophie scarves, or they're not crazy about them at all. I love them. And I watched a lady that was just talking the other day. I cannot remember her name for the life of me, but she was like, I don't understand why the Sophie scarf is such a big deal. It's just plain old little scarf. It's nothing to write home about. If I'm gonna knit something, I want it to be huge. Yes, I agree with that statement. That is the way I've always felt. I wanted big schlankets. But there is something to be said for a little tiny thingy that can add a pop of color that you can knit in a day or two and have it and have this beautiful, because you know what, honestly, I'm not wearing huge shawls when I go out and about. I usually take my shawls to the movie theater. I'm usually, in the winter, I'm wearing coats. I don't have room for a big, huge blanket if I'm going somewhere. Now, I like them while I'm in the house. But these little guys, they can be thrown on and worn out. These Sophie scarves, now this one is a more kind of a little bit bigger Sophie scarf. I have another one here that I adore that is smaller, and it looks terrible. It looks like it's never been blocked before because I've worn this a lot. You can see. This one is a smaller one. This one's great. I love this one in the summer. It is cute. It is cute. It is cute, and it's a great way. So, but the gal was saying, she was like, tell me why you would want to knit this. Why would you ever want this? Maybe I just don't know. And I'm going to say, you don't know. You don't know how good this is. This is good. This is great for a cute little pop of color with any outfit that you want to pop it in. And I mean, I wouldn't say I'm wild and crazy about color. I do love color in small amounts, but I don't know, there's something that's about like this. This is everything to me. But would I wear a whole outfit? No. My clothing, I've noticed, tends to be a little more low-key colors, but for my knit goods, I don't mind getting loud and wild and crazy because it's good stuff. Now this is also another thing that I made, and this, I have to say, oh my gosh, this feels so good. This is a Hobby Lobby Yarn Bee yarn. The Yarn Bee eyelash is what it's called. I don't remember what the content of it is, but there is nothing I've ever felt in my life that is softer than this. And it has this amazing halo. This is the, I don't know, and I can't remember this pattern. This pattern was a free pattern off the Lamb and Kid. No, Lamb and Kid. Somebody, I believe it's on the Lamb and Kid website, maybe. Lamb and Kid is, they make yarn. They have a yarn store. But they had used this in like their Big Birdie or something. That's a really beautifully gorgeous yarn that I have not got to use yet. But this yarn, just when I saw it, I thought, well, this looks a lot like that Lamb and Kid yarn that I had seen. So this pattern was made for that, and I couldn't figure out what the heck to make with this. And so, yeah, this is cozy and warm. And I think this will just be really wonderful. Oh, apparently, oh, this end is woven in. It just will get cut when I do my, after I block. I have not blocked this. But yeah, oh my gosh, it's so soft. So soft. Okay, so the last thing that I wanted to show you guys. You know, I started my half and half triangles wrap. I don't remember when I started it. Maybe 2022, I think. Maybe 2021. I don't know. I started it way back. I know that it took me over 2 years to finish it. But I did finish it. I finished it last October. And I looked at it and I was like, okay. It wasn't blocked. It's all wrinkled up. As you can imagine, it just didn't look good at all. After 2 years, the stitches were all different tensions. It was not a pretty picture. And because it took 6 skeins of yarn, I didn't feel like weaving in the ends. It didn't look all that great. I tried to put it on and like, I was like, ugh, I just don't like the shape of this. And I put it away. I put it away until about a month ago. And I was like, my gosh, you really just need to sew in these ends and do something with this. So I sewed in the ends and I blocked it. And then after I blocked it, I was like, gosh, this thing is gorgeous, first of all. The stitching is beautiful. I don't know why. I just forget that blocking does everything, right? It looked beautiful. It looked pristine. It was glorious after I blocked it. I'm going to take this off. Anyway, and then I put it on my body. And I did make it with the linen quill yarn. I have one more thing to show right there. I did make it with the linen quill, the recommended yarn. And that is my new favorite yarn ever. I didn't know how much I loved it because I had only knit with it and I thought it was fine, but it was nothing terribly exciting. It was okay. But after I blocked it, I realized how amazing it is and how much I love it. But I'm done with it. And it's my new favorite thing. And I told my husband when I was making this thing, I said, I'll never make another one of these. Never ever will I make another one of these. Because my gosh, did you guys know that there is, what I say, 67,850 stitches per half? So this whole dude is like 136,000. Is a lot. Number one, there is nothing that I own at all that I wear more than this. This is my favorite. This feels like the most glorious. It's all garter stitch. You know, you've got 273 miles of garter stitch, guys. Do we see it? It is squishy. It is like a cozy hug all the time. I love it so much. I love it so much. There's nothing I love more than this. Nothing. I've never made anything that I love more than this. I wear it every day. Every day. It's the last thing I take off when I go to bed at night. It goes on my dresser, and when I wake up in the morning and I'm in my pajamas still, it's the first thing that goes on me because it just is. It's cozy. It's cozy. Now, I'm sure everyone is extremely familiar with the half and half triangle wrap. It really is 2 triangles. Which way? We're on the wrong. It doesn't matter really. Who cares? But we will look at the right side. So you cast on. This is the bigger. And this is what I'm loving about this, guys. Look, this. There is no more perfect movie theater shawl. This is it, because this is a big old blanket. And I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna try to show you guys, really. Okay, so bear with me, because I'm not the editing type of gal that's gonna edit this out, because I'm not gonna do that. But I'm going to spin you around, so if you get seasick, just close your eyes for a minute. I'll say when. So I'm gonna spin this around this way. Let's see. I'll raise this up a little bit. Whee! Don't look yet. Oops. Okay, hold on. Not yet. Not yet. Let me see. Is this it? Okay, you can look now. So this is it in all its full glory. That's how it is. And, of course, you just fold it on its diagonal. And you wear it. And you wear it however you want to wear it. It doesn't matter. There's no wrong way to wear this, folks. There's no wrong way to wear it. So one of the things I've noticed that I'll do a lot of times is when I'm roaming, I will just do like this, and then I will crisscross it, and then I'll come behind my back and I'll give it a tie at my waist back here, because it's huge. It's fine. It's not gonna hurt nothing. And now it's stuck. It's stuck on me, and I can sit and I can knit and I can do all the things I want to do and have this warm coziness. I love that you can change it up. You don't have to. You get to decide. You can have a little pop of color, or you can have a big pop of color. I love this thing, you guys. It's divine. It really is. So, of course, I lied. I discovered that I love this. Number one, to knit this is a dream. And I don't think I appreciated it enough when I knit it the first time, because I didn't realize how long it was going to take me to make it. And I wanted it done. I just wanted it done. I wanted to have it. And so, because it's a long knit, I didn't allow myself to enjoy it, because I saw it as something that I just needed to hurry up and get finished so that I could enjoy it, which made it not fun to knit. And it made me keep setting it aside, which made it take 50,000 times longer than it ever should have, right? So anyways, I will tell you that this is wonderful to knit. This is what the wrong side looks like. You can see your little division, but that's kind of fun for some people. Might actually like that. That is not the way that I have had it folded. It just happens to be the way that I did it just now. What's funny is I've worn this so much. I could never frog this now. I mean, not that I ever would, because my gosh. But I have noticed that right at the neck, because I usually have the pink side in, it is starting to, it's a little bit felted right there where it sits. Because like I said, I wear this every single day. But what I was going to say is, because it's miles and miles and miles and miles of garter stitch, It is the perfect project for me, where I'm at in my life right now. I want to sit down and I want to knit in a way where I can just be inside my own mind. Because there's so much going on in this world right now, the news, the politics, the weather, the everything. There's so much. And then I work and I want to sit down and I want to knit and I don't want to think about anything. I just want to go and I want to live in my mind and just enjoy the peacefulness and have a hot tea and a bunch of little kitty cats and some cozy blankets and this guy over me, and I want to work and I want to knit. And so I cast on another half and half triangle wrap, and I'm just going to enjoy it, and I'm going to take it for what it is. And I have one to hold me over, so there's no reason for me to fret. And now that I know how much I love it, and I know that I want like, 10 more of these at least in every color, I know what I'm doing and I'm excited and I could not contain myself. So I am going to now flip the camera back one more again and show you my new cast on, and I will show you my last thing that I almost forgot about. So here I come. If you get seasick, look away, look away. It's not time yet. Okay, let me lower this down a little bit. Oh, now let's see. I'm so professional. Okay, so the last thing that I want to show you guys is this beautiful hat that I knit. I love it. This is actually, even though it looks fairly intricate, it's really not bad. It has a double brim, which makes it really nice. I'm not gonna put it on my head because we see I got my little fun buns going here. But this is called the Coral Reef hat. And there is also a scarf that matches it, which I might make smaller, kind of more like, I'm thinking, it looks like it would be modifiable to me. I'm thinking I might make it kind of like about the size of this Sophie scarf. Just to have, because I've only got one more skein of this. This is a worsted weight yarn. But that way I could just have it and it would match and it'd be so pretty in the winter. I think that this color is complementary. It's pretty and it's soft. And this was some of my last yarn that I ended up getting from Knit Crate. Who remembers Knit Crate back in the day? So this is, I want to verify the name of this so I can tell you guys the right. Yes, it's the Coral Reef hat. And it is a pattern, whoops, it is a pattern for sure by Lisa, oh man, Hannes, 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 Malia Designs. And that's what that looks like. And there's the scarf also. So very cute. It looks adorable on. I'm so glad that I made it. And like I said, even though it looks like, whoa, that looks really hard, it was not. It was a very easy pattern. There's no, you don't need a cable needle or anything. It's all very, very easy to make this. It's gorgeous. It's just, it was so much fun to make and it's beautiful and I can't wait to wear it this winter. So there's that. Now I will show you. I just cast, today is Sunday and I cast this on Friday night. It's my next half and half triangles wrap, and I haven't decided what the other half is going to be, but this is their rhubarb. It's the linen quill, something rhubarb. It's beautiful. It is a very berry pinky magenta-y color. It's beautiful. So this one's gonna be also very beautifully, I mean, it's nothing like this flamingo, because this is flamingo right here. I believe this is flamingo and wild and pale mushroom. Pink Flamingo Pale Mushroom. And this Pink Flamingo never shows up the color that it is on camera. It is far more corally. It's loud, it's a highlighter color, but it has a lot more orange tones in it, like a flamingo. I would not call a flamingo truly pink. They are very coral pink, and that is what this yarn color is. So this one is certainly not loud like that, but it's still a very vibrant color. So this will be another vibrant one, and I already know that I'm gonna end up casting on another one, and I want it to be very soft pastel, very extremely muted. I know I want something with a very, very pale blue. I actually ordered, Pearl Soho has a sale going. Well, they did. I don't know if it's still going on today, but it was going on Friday, I think, when I ordered. They had a 40 pack of the linen quill minis. So they're 25 grams instead of 100. So it's just a little over 100 yards per skein, 40 different colors. And they were doing a 20% off sale or something. So I snagged that because I want to get that in, and that, I know they have more than 40 colors, but that's the bulk of them. And I figured I could get that in, and it's just, you cannot see color properly on the screen. So I am looking forward to getting that. And then I can kind of put stuff together and see. I still have some linen quill. When I bought the yarn for this one, I was completely indecisive and I was supposed to buy 2 colors. I bought 6. So I have a really gorgeous turmeric-y color in there. I have this very rusty brownish red. I have a very pale, it's I think it's like called lavender opal, but it's a very pale grayish lavender with a tint of lavendery color in it. And then this rhubarb, and then these 2. That was the 6 colors that I got. But I will look forward to getting my 40 pack so that I can see all the good stuff, because oh my gosh, I've already decided all I want for Christmas is gift certificates to Pearl Soho. I just found out, I didn't even go to look when I went to the website. I knew exactly what I was going to get because I saw somebody post on, I'm looking at this way because I've got YouTube on right now, someone's knitting. Someone posted that 40 pack up, and I was like, oh, I remember, it was Jackson Rose. She was doing a giveaway. Ooh, I said the word. I don't know if that means anything really. I'm not YouTube famous, so I don't know what that does. But she was doing a giveaway of some of the the mini packs. She was doing, you can buy either a cool one or a warm one, which is 20 each, or you could buy all 40 of them. And I just did all 40 because I wanted everything. But I just found out that they do linen quill in a worsted weight, or at least that's what some YouTube videos said earlier. They said they were using the linen quill worsted, and I was like, there's linen quill worsted? Oh my gosh. I might have to cast on just a huge garter stitch with worsted and not do a 2, like a half and half, try and just do half of it, half and half. So just one single triangle in worsted. I would never want the half and half in worsted. It would weigh 150,000 pounds probably. But I think a worsted would be similar feeling to the doubled. Y'all know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. But anyways, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna ask for Christmas. Is like all the whatchamacallits. Yeah. Gift certificates. Gosh. Oh, Hashimoto's brain. Help. Okay, so guys, that is it. I think I will save whips I mean, I know I showed you the one whip because it was relevant to what we're doing here. But I've got more whips that I'm actively working on, and I've got 1,000 whips that I'm not working on. I think I will save my whips that I'm actually working on for maybe another video in a week or two. We'll see how time goes. And then at some point, I think we're gonna do a Frogger finish because I have a wild, an obscene amount of whips that I don't think I love anymore. I have an obscene amount of whips, I think, that are just in yarn that I don't love anymore. I think I'm coming into a phase where I've knit enough and done enough that I don't really want to waste my time anymore on yarn I don't love because it's cheap. Nothing wrong with cheap yarn. I'm saying if I'm making a blanket, I'm definitely using acrylic. I don't really want to make a blanket out of wool yarn. Good God. But you know, as far as like stuff that I'm putting on me for my own pleasure, I have grown to really be a bit of a snob. And that's okay because it takes a long time to make these things, and I feel like if I'm going to spend a year or 2 years making something, I want it to be decadent and amazing and glorious in every way. So, yeah, we'll probably do a Frogger finish video coming up pretty soon too, and then I have a few more fun ideas, but I wish I just had all the time in the world. Everybody, you know, if I could just be rich and not have to work, I could make so much more YouTube. I could just be YouTubing it up every day, and I could edit, and I could make the glorious, beautiful videos that I so love watching. And speaking of so love watching, I've spent the last day or two while I was playing with my half and half re-watching the Gentle Knitters videos. The Gentle Knitter, Nicole, my favorite. I love, she hasn't made a video in a couple of years, but her videos were so beautiful, and they are just really what inspired me to start a YouTube channel, even though I am nothing at all like her, but I strive in it. I would love to be like her. Her videos are beautiful, and she lives in Canada, and it's just the scenery is beautiful, and her essence is beautiful, and everything. It really is the Gentle Knitter aesthetic is happening, and I recommend that you check out her channel if you have not, because even though she hasn't made videos in 2 years, she's got a good bit of them on there, and I've just been binge watching them and enjoying this very comforting, beautiful weekend that I am trying to savor every second of before I go back to work tomorrow. So I wish everybody the very best, and I hope that you come back and see me and keep making all your amazing content. I think I watch every yarn. I know I don't. There's billions probably. I watch a lot though. My television is usually just constantly going through. So I love this community. I love to see what everybody's making. It inspires me. I hope I inspire you. Take care. Bye.